Let's start with the badminton history. Badminton was invented by British military officers in British India around the 1850s. Ancient games of battledore and shuttlecock were played for centuries across Eurasian nations. The game was once considered an upper-class game in Europe, as well as England. Then, modern badminton was invented by British military officers in British India around the 1850s. Badminton was first introduced to England in 1873 by the Duke of Beaufort, and the first badminton club was founded in Folkestone, England, in 1875. Lastly, Badminton Association of England released the first set of rules comparable to today's in 1893. Moving to the badminton description. Badminton is a racket sport in which two opposed players, singles, or two opposing pairs, doubles, compete on opposite halves of a rectangular court separated by a net. Players earn points by hitting a shuttlecock with their racket over the net and into their opponent's side of the court. It consists of 5 events, which are men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles. Now the general nutrition demand in this badminton sport. For carbohydrate, it should comprise 45% to 65% of total caloric intake. Meanwhile, protein should comprise approximately 10% to 30% of total energy intake. Fat should comprise 25% to 35% of total energy intake. Other than that, antioxidants also help and protect your muscles from free radical damage during a workout, reduce muscular inflammation, and aid tissue repair and recovery. Fluids is essential as it aids in body temperature regulation and sweat replacement during activity. Dehydration can reduce performance and increase the risk of heat exhaustion or heat stroke in sports. Hydration is achieved by drinking fluids on a regular basis before, during, and after training.
Well, the young challenger from Malaysia has come rocketing.
Eiza Ezaty was born in the state of Kedah. His weight is 78 kilograms and he stands at a height of 186 centimeters. At the age of 5, Eiza Ezaty was introduced to badminton by his parents. He attended Keet Wa H Primary School in Alor Setter, Kedah, in his early years. He was quickly chosen into the Bukit Jalil Sports School because of his results in the Under-12 tournaments. In 2015, he won the Perak and Selangor Badminton Open Junior Championship. His outstanding performances and victories on the international circuit gained him membership in the Malaysian Badminton Association. Eiza Ezaty's career is a professional badminton player who competes in the men's singles event for Malaysia. Eiza Ezaty is now in good health, and no medical issues have been recorded in relation to his performance in recent and prospective matches. Now we will touch about menu planning for both training and competitive season. Menus for training season are displayed below. After waking up, he will take simple breakfast, then can proceed with training session. Right after that, he will have snacking and a proper lunch meals, then high tea in the evening, which can provide an adequate nutrients and energy before proceeding with next training session. After training, he will eat simple but dense dinner and ended with supper. Now we will discuss on menu description during training season. For breakfast, we chose simple yet nutritious menus. Bananas are sometimes referred to as the perfect food for athletes. This is largely due to their content of easily digested carbs, as well as the minerals potassium and magnesium, both of which act as electrolytes. During training, it is advisable to drink 125 to 250 milliliters of plain water for every 15 minutes to prevent dehydration. For snacking, he will have a plain yogurt with fresh mixed berries, which can help him to be replenished after physical activity. For lunch, we suggest steamed fish fillet as main dish since fish is high in protein and omega-3 fatty acids while being low in saturated fat. In addition, flavonoids in apples, especially quercetin, may increase endurance during exercise and help accelerate recovery. For high tea, chapati with dal gravy is the best option as it contains less fat, less oil. Plus, coconut milk was replaced with low-fat milk and palm oil was replaced with olive oil to reduce calories and fat content. During training, eating fruit with adequate water intake can help provide the nutrients and energy you need to increase performance. For dinner meals, we chose a savory yet nutritious menu which is noodles laksa curry nyonya, as it contains white meat, like chicken that promotes muscle development, maintains our muscles and participates in recovery. For supper, he can have a cereal, milk, and fruits as the last menu of the day. So now we move to menu planning during competitive season. Menus for competitive season are displayed below. After waking up, he will drink refreshing lemon juice with fruit. Then few hours after that he will eat simple breakfast and snacking 1 hour before first match. During first match, he is required to eat fruit and sports drink. Right after first match ended, he can drink berry smoothie and proceed to eat lunch at 1:30 p.m., hence snacking before starting new match. During second match, he is required to eat fruit and adequate plain water, 250 milliliters, every 20 minutes. Right after second match ended at 6 p.m., he will eat bun with milk, then at 7:30 p.m. he will have snacking and eat fruit for third match at 8 p.m. For dinner, he will have a proper yet delicious meals to replenish fluids and energy that lost during the match. And lastly, before going to bed at 11 p.m., he will have a delicious supper. Here are the description regarding the menus that have been chose. Upon waking up, he will drink lemon juice, as it may beneficial in reducing lactate levels, and improving his athletic performance. For breakfast menus, we included apple with egg sandwich as both wholemeal bread and eggs are a very nutritious food that can help athletes to achieve a correct diet. 1 hour before first match, he will have baked sweet potato, as it's help bring back your glycogen levels back up. For first match snack, fruits and sports drink is the best bet which by providing energy to working muscles and the brain. Ideally 200 to 250 milliliters of plain water is needed for every 20 minutes. After first match, he will have refreshing berry smoothie as he can get loads of nutrients in with little time and effort. For lunch, simple yet delicate menu, salmon wrapped is served as it contains fish, cereal, dairy sources from cream cheese and good fat from olive oil. After lunch snacking, we included cereal bar and low-fat milk. For second match snack, fruits and 240 milliliters of Powerade sports drink will be given. Post-immediate snack includes chocolate milk with bun filled with anchovies. Snacking at 7:30 p.m. includes milk and cookies, while during match, he will have Powerade sports drink and banana. Then, for dinner, the main dish is chicken soup as soup makes an excellent post-workout meal or snack thanks to its high content of liquid and minerals. These menus are crucial to replace liquid, electrolytes and nutrients that came from vegetables, fruits, protein and plain water. The last menu of the day would be creamy chicken mushroom soup, corn and orange juice. It's because mushroom can speed up post-workout muscle recovery, while orange juice provide rehydration and recovery benefits. For one-day menu during training, percentage of macronutrient counted by Nutritionist Pro software accounts 65.7% for carbohydrate, 16.7% for protein and 17.6% for fat. The result of total energy is slightly higher than estimated energy requirement, which is 3,755 kilocalories. Moreover, total carbohydrate and protein accounted is also slightly higher compared to requirement. Meanwhile, fat account from the software is lower compared to the requirement. For one-day menu during competition, percentage of macronutrient counted by Nutritionist Pro software account 56.7% for carbohydrate, 19.8% for protein and 23.6% for fat. The result of total energy is slightly higher than estimated energy requirement, which is 3,851 kilocalories. Furthermore, total carbohydrate and protein accounted from the software is higher than the requirement. Meanwhile, total fat account is almost similar with the requirement. Sweating causes electrolyte losses of sodium and potassium. These minerals are replaced through drinks such as isotonic drinks and other sources, and therefore the intake of these minerals would be higher compared to goal intake of normal person.